welcome back. We're going to dive right back into it. So, you've had questions about why is it difficult for you to find someone, or is it just difficult to find yourself getting into a relationship? You really want to know what's really going on. So, you got questions, and we got them answers. Okay? So, this is pick a card. So, go ahead and close your eyes, take a deep breath. Whatever number appears in your mind's eye, 1, 2, or 3, that is what you go with. If you selected number 1, this card is for you. This says being cold. If you can see it, it says you seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. Ooh, seem like they throwing shots here. What is spirit doing? Okay. Now, I'm not going to get into your business and try and figure out why you like that, but it can be a number of reasons why people are cold or not so forthcoming or not inviting or not open, or what a lot of people say is they have a wall built up. It's not easily penetratable, right? You can't penetrate that wall. Like, they have it up for a reason, and a lot of times it's for safety reasons, protection, protecting your heart, protecting your peace, protecting your sanity. And usually you put that up because you have experienced something or some things that was not to your liking, and you decided from henceforth you're gonna put up that wall, you're gonna block it, you only gonna let people get so far with you. Okay. And it's interesting, I like that word where it says unapproachable or aloof. People who are aloof, sometimes they can come off as being uninterested. So even if you find someone that you may like, because you're used to having that wall up, they may feel as if you're not interested, and then they quickly move on. So then that kind of solidifies what you think. You're like, I'm glad I didn't put my all into it because this person wasn't serious anyway. But come to find out, if you really look at it, that person may have been serious about you and was kind of trying to reach out and build something with you, or try to be open with you, but it wasn't reciprocating. You weren't reciprocating. So that person decided to move on. So you just kind of got to, examine yourself a little bit, look at, how you are as an individual, as a person, and if you're willing to open up, and if not, figure out why, and decipher for yourself when it's appropriate for you to open up a little bit more, especially if you're trying to get to know someone or if you're looking to be in a relationship. It's very important to be able to open up, and to build a bond, and have lines of communication. All right. Now, if you selected number 2, this card is for you. It says, not my type. All right. It says, be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. All right, now, this is a good one because, I want to differentiate between type and when you have standards. Those are 2 different things. Now, they can merge together, they can interlap, right? But for the most part, they are different, and I think people confuse that, okay? Now, you have standards, like, you may want someone who has these, certain type of ideals or morals or ethics or things that they stand by, someone who is committed, someone who is truthful, someone who is, a number of things. You may have those standards, right? They treat me right. They don't call me out my name. They're not disrespectful, provider, nurturer, someone who is trustworthy, all of those different things. Those are standards, and a lot of times people put in physical standards as well, like, I gotta date 10s, that's some people, and you could alter that a little bit, but I would prefer someone that's within my ethnic group, or I prefer someone who practices the same religion as I do, or spiritual based thoughts and ideals or different things like that. But a lot of times those are things that you're not willing to bend. But when it comes to a type, it really comes to a lot of times physicalities for the most part. Sometimes personalities can be bendable, but you know, if y'all clashing, you gotta make sure that the personality that you choose of that person works well with you, okay? Because y'all don't want to be tussling, all right? But for the most part, when it says my type, it really people really refer to the physical characteristics. Now, if you're looking for someone who is tall, you know, dark, handsome, or you know, something of that nature, or someone who has, you know, lighter hair, lighter complected, you know, beautiful, lighter color eyes that, you know, according to you, um, you could be a little bit more lenient on that. Not to say that you don't want to choose, you shouldn't choose who you're attracted to, but to open, to broaden your horizons, because you may be overlooking someone who really checks off every other thing on your list, but you may be looking for a certain type of person in looks or complexion or whatever it is, and you overlook them because that's what you're looking for. And you don't notice them. And if you open your mind and broaden your horizons, and you're able to see everything else, then a lot of times the beauty from within also helps to radiate the beauty without, if that makes sense. So, am I saying to just pick somebody up that you deem a two or a three? That ain't what I'm saying. But at the same time, you gotta be open, okay? If you selected card 3, this is for you, soulmate only. This says you have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. So to me, this is telling me you the type of person that vibes with everyone. You are a vibe, okay? And sometimes you may feel yourself falling for people very quickly, or you may have like a lot of crushes or people that you may be interested in, and I say that speaks to you because you have a connection with people, and you tend to draw people in, and people are attracted to you as well. And this tells me, this solidifies what I feel and what I believe. I don't know about anybody else, but relationships are more about working together and making it work and being committed to making it work, as opposed to, is this my twin flame? Is this my soulmate? You know, is this and this? Man, relationships, marriage, long-term relationships, they take work, okay? So regardless of if you're looking for a twin flame, a soulmate, or whatever it is, it's like no relationship will work unless both people are willing to continuously work on it, allow for it to evolve, allow for you to evolve individually as well as together as a couple, okay? So it really depends on you, who you select or who you choose. Just make sure that that person is open to ascension, evolution of the relationship, open lines of communication, and they check off a couple of your boxes as well, okay? So don't be afraid to take a leap, but at the same time, I would say for you, since you are compatible with a lot of people, just make sure that if you don't want to waste your time trying to see what this person is about, this person is about, this person is about, really take a look and figure out what you're looking for and be specific and make sure that person is to your liking and to your standards.